User Kevin. Look at there. Get that reel first, Kevin. Don't just say first. Get the reel first. Can you hear me okay? You can't hear the music though. God, son of a biscuit. Vittu. There we go. No, I don't want it there. I want it to be. All right, so there's that. So where's my music? Properties, wave, link, music. There we go. So music's in. All right, somebody do a sound effect for me. I'll do one. Hold on. Okay, so I don't think that came through. No, it did not. All right, let's fix that. Sound effects. Okay. Apparently when I upgraded my stuff recently, it just broke everything. God damn it. It's still not working. Wait, why not? Is it not? Oh, you're kidding me. This is what happens when like stuff upgrades and you lose your settings and everything becomes a pain in the ass. Ox 1. No. It should be like sound effects. All right. And now let's test that again. Hi, Eddie. Congrats on your win. We were all playing.
I'm fucking. Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's good. That's working. Boomed. Yeah, you won it. You won it. I'm so proud of you. All right, is the music okay? Is it too loud, too quiet? Am I too loud, too quiet? Like let me know. I don't know what I don't know. Cuz all my audio settings got borked by this recent update. It's good. It's good. Awesome. Okay. Music could go down just a smidge. I can adjust just a smidge. Like, let's go. All right, that was a smidge.
Hi there, mister.
Yeah, and the sound effects are always going to be loud because
FBI, open up!
Everybody loves it when I'm deaf. That's just the way it is. Okay, let's fix a couple more things real quick. I need to route. I need to make sure that my Stream Deck audio is being routed properly next. Shoot, where is it? There, grab that. All right, where is it? Stream Deck. I should do a sound to make it go. Let's see.
Insubordinate and churlish.
Perfect. It's already worked. Yay. Some things did not need to be changed. That's awesome. Okay. All right, welcome in, everybody. We're gonna do something different tonight. Okay. Not aware, or you weren't hanging out in the Discord this week. We were in oh, what is it? Somebody posted on the Adultmas channel. Annie, you're the best. Annie is one of the best mods ever. I'm just gonna say that out loud. Annie, you're one of the best mods ever. Okay. This week in
Hi there, mister.
Hi there, Diggle. This week in User's one of his D&D streams. By the way, give me a shout out to User Annie, pretty please. In one of User's D&D streams, where he makes maps and stuff, and it's really freaking cool. He was talking about like, what were you talking about? You were talking about something. You're talking about your like note taking and different things, because you were writing down on a physical piece of paper, and I said I can't use physical paper. I literally can't. In fact, if you look at my desk, there's like the only physical paper on my desk is something somebody else actually wrote like and left here for me, because I don't typically do things physically. I do have a pencil in case I occasionally need to write something down, but physical note taking doesn't work for me personally. It just doesn't. And I say that with like the full like honesty. I if I take notes physically, they get lost. I've got like old notepads somewhere in like a drawer where that like of half written scribbles that I wrote at one point thinking they would be useful and then completely forgot. Like because physical note taking doesn't work for me. And so what does work for me is this tool called Obsidian. And users like, well, how do you use Obsidian? Tell me about it. What's going on? And so he actually, was saying like, can you like teach a class on Obsidian? Like, how do you use it? What's going on? How does that work for you? Because he was interested. And I was like, you know what? I will commit to that. I will make a stream just about Obsidian, just sharing what I do with Obsidian, how it works for me, and like how I find it helpful for my daily life. And so here we are. That's what this stream is. And so I'm not saying that that you're going to find anything useful here, because you may not. But this is what works for me, and this is how my brain works a lot of the time. Okay, so what you have in front of you is a tool called Obsidian, and this is I should be like pointing this way because it's over there, but I'm looking at it on a monitor over here, so that's really going to break my brain. But Obsidian is a tool that is like great for note taking, and you can keep all kinds of notes in here, and it works with a syntax called Markdown. If you're not familiar with Markdown, it's just a very simple way to format text without like adding a whole lot of difficulty to it. And what does that mean? So if you've been around for a minute and you're old like me, I'm old, you have written stuff in like Word documents or in Google documents, and you've learned that like copying stuff into Word or into Google or out of Word or out of Google into other things doesn't work. It does not work. The formatting is garbage. Okay. It is garbage. And so the best way you can actually see this in action is to, and I don't really suggest you do this, I'm just explaining it as an example, is to like write your resume and then submit it as a Word doc to an employer. Because most employers use this software called Greenhouse, and this is way off topic, but all that to say, if Greenhouse takes in a Word doc, it looks like trash. It looks like absolute garbage, because the formatting in those documents, DOC or DOCX documents, it's like this weird thing that like Microsoft came up with, and then other companies sort of adopted it, and it's not great. It's really not great. Markdown is like somebody's solution to that. Markdown is a type of formatting where it's easily translatable between different mediums, and it's easy to share. It's easy to use. And it's all the same things you're used to doing. Like, if you see something that you want to make bold, hey, there's a button for it. You can just make it bold, but you can just add 2 asterisks on the front and end of it, and that will also make it bold. Like, it's just that easy. And you'll see this in Discord. You'll see this in Slack. You see these same kinds of things in common tools that we use today. So it's not new. This is something that's very pervasive. You just may not be aware of it. Like I think if you do 1 star, it's italics, right? If you do 2 stars, it's bold. I think underscore looks like this. Oh no, look, see, that's different. I don't know why it does that one, but that's more like that's more like a HTML. But anyways, same idea still exists. It's easy to use, and it's easy to edit. Like, you can edit Markdown documents without a lot of difficulty. All that to say, that's what Obsidian uses, and I love it. What are things I need to download? Just Obsidian or something else? We're just Obsidian. Like that is all we're going to talk about tonight. There are other tools that you can use. There's plugins. There are different things you can use with it that I'll talk about. But right now, we're just talking about Obsidian. And for me, like, I use Obsidian in 4 different places, right? I use Obsidian on my iPad. I use it on my iPhone. You can use it on Android. I use it on my PC. I use it on my Mac. So I use it in all those places, and there are ways to sync it across those places. Then that's some of the other software we'll talk about. But you can sync across different things, which is part of why I use it. But the biggest reason I use it is just simplicity. It's simple. If you go look, I'm gonna see if I can do this without showing too much behind the curtain. Search in folder, show in System Explorer. Okay. Let's see if I can share this without exposing too much. Hold your faces just for a second. Because I don't want to show like everything that's happening over here, but I want to show this specifically. Secrets. Yeah, kind of sort of secrets. You know what? It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to do that, and that's going to get way off topic. But all this to say that what you see in Obsidian is literally just a directory structure on your computer. There's a folder that your Obsidian like app is tied to, and in that folder, these are all folders. And in those folders are markdown files that contain like these things. Like they're just files and folders, and you can have pictures in here. I'm going to zoom in to like profile photos. So like there's pictures in here. So it doesn't just have to be markdown, right? It can be other things, but all these things are in here. And so, but they're just folders and documents. It's really simple, but it's a really nice interface to do that in. Now, is this the only thing that does this? No, it's not the only thing that does this, right? So there's, if you know what, Visual Studio Code is, which is it's just a simple IDE for a lot of developers. You can do this exact same thing with Visual Studio Code. Like you don't have to use Obsidian to do this. I just prefer Obsidian. It's a tool. It's a piece of software that is specific for this, and I like it. I use Visual Studio Code for other things, and I don't want to like. In this case, I don't want to get my chocolate and peanut butter mixed up. I really want them separate. That to say, it's super simple. It's just a folder structure with markdown documents and a lot of like nice features like that. And that's the other part of it. I like the features of Obsidian. So one of the features that I use the most is this button right here. It says open today's daily note, right? And so in today's daily note, you can write on. This is a template. This is just a template that I use, and there's a daily template that it's like tied into. And this is the other part. You can make templates for anything. You can make templates for anything. The daily template is just one that like most people use. But in that way, you can just hit this button and it brings up the template and fills in the parts that make sense. So for today, it puts in the date, right? And for the title, it puts in obviously the date, right? So it says the day of the week and the date. Like that's all it does for you automatically there. But then the rest, you can sort of put in stuff on your own. So for me, what do I like to do? I like to put in my tasks. If it's a weekend, I'll put in like stuff that I need to do. Like I had to go grocery shopping today. I was supposed to flip the laundry before I left for my errands, like other stuff. Like I was going to watch latest episode of Solo. I don't normally type this out, but like on every Saturday, I watch the latest episode of Solo Leveling. Like, and you can check those off. It's doing some funky formatting around some of these things. That might be one of the plugins I have installed, but like I like to have lists of things, and then you can always go and look at like your recent files. So like let's say you opened up Obsidian and you want to go look at yesterday's daily notes. You can just see recent files, and then it'll be here in a list. Right. And so you can just see right there at the top, what did I have on my yesterday's to-do list that I don't have today? And you can copy it over. It's really easy and simple. Copy and paste works just fine. But for me, for my workflow, like if I'm thinking about something like, what was I doing today? Today, I was trying to think about like this novel idea. I've been kind of like bouncing off of user's brain a little bit. And I really was like, that was top of mind. And if I wanted to stay focused on it, I would have put that here. I ended up doing other things today, but like that would have gone in my thoughts area. Right? Yeah, I see. For me, that's very gratifying. Exactly, Annie. Like being able to cross out things is very gratifying. Look, you can actually see the formatting of the checkboxes. It's just like a bracket with an X in the middle of it. And if you like uncheck it, it's a bracket with no X. Again, very simple, but visually it works, right? So thoughts are, like what was on my mind? Writing a novel doesn't feel so hard when using chat GPT to help with writing, formulating what was I doing? I was formulating the outline. That's what I was doing. Right. And so that's what I was like kind of going through a little bit today. I was thinking about the stuff that User and I had shared. And one of the things that I did today was I actually sat down and I cleaned up a lot of these folders. I actually had some stuff in here that I wasn't using, and then like some stuff that kind of could have been moved elsewhere. I had multiple tabletop RPG related things, so I kind of combined all of those. But in this D&D folder, you'll see I have some different things. I have some stuff from User related to a campaign. I have this character that I have related to a campaign. I have some stuff related to a different campaign that like kind of is on pause potentially forever. I have different characters in here, and you can do like hyperlinks to things, right? So like I have a character in here that I was setting up that I actually am playing for a different campaign at the moment. That's why I don't, it's messy, but like it's messy, but that's what I really love about this is like, this can get messy. Anything can get messy, but this is also really easy to clean up. Like, this Japanese folder, I put nothing in here. I had a grand idea to put stuff in here. I did nothing. So, let's start over with this, cause I didn't do anything. Steps to learn Japanese, right? We're going to do 1, practice daily using, what's that app? What is the app that everybody uses to Duolingo? 2, read my, was it my Japanese kanji book at least every other day, right? And see, these are things that I'm thinking, okay, these are things I want to do on a regular basis. Well, if I want to do these really on a regular basis, I can go into my my templates and say, you know what? Every day, we're going to add something to the template. We're going to say Duolingo lesson. And so that's going to show up in every daily note that I start from here on. And we're going to do another one for meditate. That is not how you spell meditate. And then the next one is going to be put other stuff here. There we go. So we're going to save this, and I'm as an example, where is this in the, this should be at the bottom here, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's delete today's note, right? And then we're going to go back to here. We're going to close all these things up. We're going to be, just pick any old file, right? And then I'm going to say, you know what? I want to do a new daily note for today. Boom. See, now meditate, Duolingo lesson are in there, and they'll be in there every day here on out. It's so quick and easy to update the templates. And that's also another part that I love, right? What else? There's plugins. Like, I like dark mode for visual stuff. Most modern apps now have different modes. But one thing that's cool here is you actually have all sorts of, they actually have a whole ton of themes that you can go look at and pull down if you want to make it look different. Like that's here. That's a thing. They have plugins, like all kinds of plugins that come with it by default. And then they have like community plugins that you can go like look at. Like, if you want to do, what is something you would like look for a plugin for, User? Can you give me any sort of like idea? Like what's a plugin that you would like want in one of your note-taking tools? Due date and priority. I think some of that might have come from some of the plugins I have. So tasks. I think that comes from the tasks plugin. So if I turn that off, right? And then I do, yeah, see that it went away. That's just that
Hey
plugin.
there!
Sakari. And that's kind of the thing. Like if you can think of a plugin that like a note-taking / task management tool would have, this probably has it. There's that templater. This is the templater plugin. I don't know if that's in there by default. No, there are templates by default. Insert template content from a folder of template files. Yeah, that exists by default. I added this other templater for some reason though. Template folder location, internal variables functions. I guess like you can do more advanced templating. I never really got into that, but it's here. There's plugins for all this stuff, right? And there's different, oh, go back. Markdown prettifier. What is that? I don't know what that is. Core search assistant. I did get this one because I was trying to do more searching. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. Like, and again, there's plugins for everything. There are plugins for everything. Sakari. Why did that not work, Sakari? Or did that work? I was paying attention. I don't know if the FBI thing worked or not because I was focused. It did. Okay, good. I was like zoomed in. Yeah. So, and like, let's say you think, you know what, tabletop RPGs actually like probably belong in the gaming folder. Boom, drag it. Now it's in there. You know what? I don't want it in there. Drag it out. Like it's just that easy. You can move stuff in and out super quickly. It's easy to arrange. It's easy to change. I made a archive folder for something. I don't know what that is. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Yeah, there's a ton of customization. And I keep like, I've been keeping this Scratch document sort of at the top level, because if there's stuff I want to just type out and like not really relate to a certain note or anything, you know, I will do it here. And then maybe like I'll copy it to a note or whatever. Like I had to write this like really big block of text for a work thing. And so I just did it here and then pasted it over there. Yeah. You know, I've got a folder related to my therapy because I do stuff in there. I've got folders for lists, just random lists. Okay, so here's something you'll see that's you may not see this related to your stuff, but my syncing tools that I'll get to in a minute. Sometimes they get syncing conflicts because it gets kind of confused, and so usually often I'll look at these things and I'll be like, okay, well, I don't really want this. You know, so I'll delete the conflict, or I'll delete the one that's not the conflict. But in this case, I'm deleting them both because I don't need them. Who's that? Squandy. All right. So we have, yeah, welcome in, dude. So yeah. And then I've got like game dev stuff that I was thinking about, or just general development things that I was working through here in a folder. Your daily notes, those templates, like those all kind of just happen here. Like that just happens. I don't manage this at all. It just happens. Book club stuff. I meant to do more book club notes here. As you can tell, I haven't done that very well, and it's something I really should work on. Hold on. All right. So, yeah, I want to use that more. I haven't. Yeah. And he's got all the book club stuff. When I was doing some ancestry research, I kept a folder for that. Album reviews. When I was like, see, each of these has like one thing in it. And so like sometimes like I make a folder and then like I'll come back and revisit and be like, you know what? I don't really want that. Yeah, whatever. You know what? Nah. And so it's easy to go, you know what? I don't really want that in here right now. I'll come back to it. I'm going to put it in this archive folder, and I'll decide if I want to like keep going. Although book club, I've got some orbital thoughts that I want to write down for this book. And then there's the October Country. The October Country. Yeah. Yeah. I want to like write down some of my thoughts before those meetings. So that'll be a thing. So let's go into here. Write down thoughts on orbital and October Country. Book club this week. Right? Yeah. Yeah, because sometimes you may have a thing and you're like, you know what? This is actually not useful. And you can just delete it. And then sometimes you're like, I may want that later. And so you can just make an archive folder, right? Yep, this Wednesday, book club. Yeah, so what else can I show you, right? How else can I like tell you more about this tool? One thing I'll say is that there's like, I wanted to like use Chat GPT in this tool, especially for the stuff we were talking about users for like novel writing and writing in general. I can't find a good plugin for Chat GPT right now. I'm sure one exists, but I haven't invested the time and energy to like find one that works the way I want. And I may just not have I may not do that. Linking to other notes. Oh, dude. Yeah. So, okay. There's insert attachment, toggle code. Is that a thing here? I know you can do it. All right. So, let's see if we could do that yesterday. And then select and do add link. So you can add two kinds of links, right? You can add a link to another document, right? So look at this. Let's actually do that. Let's do orbital, add link to orbital. Look, it automatically pulled it in. The October Country. Did you see that? Let's do that again. Link, the October Country. It picked out the document already. So it knows like when you want to make a link, it like figures that stuff out, right? But maybe like Duolingo, right? I don't have anything there. So let's add an external link and do like duolingo.com or some shit, you know, right? Obviously. And you can just, that didn't quite work as I expected, which is fine. Delete, please. Let's go back to today's note. Dang it. So that's me messing up. I mean, the tool could do better there, but let's, yeah. HTTP:// There you go. See, now you can see it's an external link and it opened up in another tab. So links are easy. You can link to other documents really easy. That was sort of the inspiration for this notes folder. Whenever I wanted to like add extensive notes for a particular day, but have it like linked into my daily thing, I would just throw it in the notes folder and then link it. I've done that before. Work on Garland Eris backstory novel. Add link, no match, right? So it couldn't find it. What? No, let's do Control Z. Click to create. See, and then gaming. Nope. Tabletop RPG. D&D. Girl and Eris. There we go. So let's see if it updates that link. Nope. Oh, so yeah. So it went right to the right thing. It knows it. You just has the name has to match, and it'll go right there, which is cool. You can drag it anywhere. It'll still be linked, right? I wasn't sure if that would work. I had to test it in front of you live. And a lot of this stuff I do on PC, right? Thanks, KB. A lot of this stuff like I do on the PC. A lot of like when I need to do it on the phone, like I'll mostly work out of the Scratch document, or I'll work on the today stuff, but I don't do a whole lot of like more in-depth things mobile. I am curious about that keyboard you mentioned for the iPad user, because I'm curious like what that looks like and how that works. Because if I had a keyboard for the iPad, I might use it more. but mostly my iPad is for like content consumption and not really as much about creation, except for in the case of drawing. I do a lot of drawing on my iPad. I say a lot. I scribble and do stuff on my iPad. What else? Yeah, I mean, that's Obsidian in a nutshell, right? It's like, it is a great tool. I love it. It's really easy to use. I don't have, can I show it to you here? Probably not easily. That is not what I wanted to pull up. How is this linked? How is this syncing to other things? It's got to be syncing, but how? Is it the same tool? So on mobile and on iPhone, I have a tool for syncing. No, stop doing that. Thank you. Mobius Sync. Is it called Mobius Sync on the PC? No. So how's it syncing? I set this up a while ago and I've already forgotten how it works. Yeah, sharing across devices. Mobius Sync. That's the tool I use. So that's for Mobius Sync is the iOS portion. Sync thing. Oh. That's what it's called. It's called Sync thing. I'll just like put in I'll spell it out and I'll share it in chat. But Sync thing is the software I use. Now, it's just like a software for syncing folders, but like it's really used very well with Obsidian. Like I don't know if it's actually.
Hey, partner.
Hippie. All right, so syncthing.net. I'll post that link here. So syncthing.net is really great for sharing files between different computers. And on mobile, there's a tool called Mobius Sync, which syncs with Syncthing. And it's really cool because it just works. Like, how can I show you? Actually, this is probably, I could probably just show you this. Can I go to this image? Inspect. Oh, wow. It's like in the CSS. You won't let me like Mobius Sync. Yeah, if you just go to the other URL for the mobile side, right? Jesus Christ, Himpy. No, she refuses. She's not okay with that. She doesn't play well with others. So Sync Thing and Mobius Sync. So Sync Thing is for like the PC and for like the Mac, and then Mobius Sync is for mobile. And you just tell it you want to sync these folders. And so on the device, when you're like set up your when you set up Obsidian on the device, like you tell it where is it? You tell it where your files live. Files and links. No? Templates, emoji, templater. Maybe it just, okay, I don't know about Android. I'm sure that this exists on Android. I'm sure of it. But I know that Mobius Sync is configured to open folder. Yeah, so it's just in the local file folders on the device. There's like an Obsidian folder in my file folders, and it's just there on my iPhone, Obsidian, boom, and there's all my stuff. And so the documents and stuff are like right there. Like it's not like locked down to Obsidian. I could stop using Obsidian and start using other tools that read Markdown and still have the same stuff. So that's the other part. It's like it's very much open. There's nothing like private or hidden to it. You can secure these things, I'm sure, in ways, but I have less concern about that right now. Yeah, it's great. Like I love this tool. It's been really great for me personally. One of the things that I wish it had the ability to like, it doesn't work with my iPad drawing implement, which is where at the moment? It might be. Did I lose? I had it yesterday. Where is Apple Pencil? I think is what. Yeah, that's what they're called. I don't know where my pencil is at the moment, but I wish Obsidian had a working Apple Pencil plugin on iPad. That would be amazing, but it doesn't. That's like one of the few things that I feel like it's missing. What else? It's kind of it. Like it's a great tool. And like I said, it's easy to copy stuff into. It's easy to copy stuff out of. And like this might just be a me thing, right? But you know, there's you know, the ability to like, you can go searching for stuff really easily. I don't use this particular button at all, but there's a graphing tool where you can like see how your documents are all linked. And I don't use this at all. Like I really don't. Yeah. Like I don't know what this is, what purpose that serves. I don't use that. But Canvas, what is Canvas? Oh, see, there's stuff in here I've never even used. Drag from below or double click space plus drag to pan. I guess if you want to like tie stuff together. Okay. Okay. For like mind mapping stuff. Is that just built in? I've never used that. Is that Canvas? It's a core plugin. It's built in. Can you customize the look of it? Like flowchart mapping. Yep. It's just flowchart mapping. Like, are you talking about like the themes of the app itself? Like you can definitely, there are themes to the tool. Yeah. So yeah, themes exist and they work very well. And there's a, if you go into the appearance settings under manage, there's 311 themes out there. If I uncheck dark only, there's like dark only themes. So like this will not show themes that are light only, right? Like that's a lot of themes. 300 is a lot and way more than I care to go through. Yeah, there's just a lot. What is this? PDF? You can drag a PDF into the flow diagram. What? You can drag images in. Okay. And it just pulls up a list of images you have in this structure already. Like shit just works. There's an extensive library of add-ons. Yes. So community plugins. So there's core plugins, which come with it. That's like a bunch of them, right? And then community plugins, you can browse, and there's 2,293 plugins. I'm not saying all these plugins are good. I'm not saying they're all amazing. I'm just saying there are a lot of plugins. You can use version control, which if you weren't using a sync tool, like I think this would be good. For me, version control is useful, and I may start using that at some point, but I haven't as of yet. Advanced tables, plugin, Kanban, style settings, Omni search, intelligent search for your notes, PDFs, and OCR character recognition, optical character recognition for images. That's cool. Advanced slides, create markdown based presentations. Just like, what? Hi, Brew. Tap Wrangler, rename, merge, toggle, and search tags from the tag pane. There's a tag pane? Hold on. Templater, command palette, template. There's a bookmarks thing. Maybe that's part of that plugin. Kanban charting. Yep, there's Kanban in there. Siri, stop. Ziggy, stop. Siri, stop. Shut up. Nobody asked you. So yeah. Plugins. Stop it. Oh, what? Coworker messaged me. What did he say? Hey, do you know how to rotate here? Feedback loop service. Okay, so we're gonna have to cut the stream short real quick because I gotta go help somebody else. Just see a visual scripting page. I don't know, Brew. Maybe. This is just a flow diagram. This is a I just made a new canvas here, and I was just drawing on it. That's all I was doing, and then that's all that was. And then delete, and then delete. What program is this? This is a Obsidian. This is just a note-taking management organization tool. And again, if people run into anything or want help with anything, or if you find anything really cool, please just share it or ping me. I would love that. Like it's we're all in this together, right? I'm sharing my tools with you. Share me what you find. Yep. All right. I got to cut the stream short. I have to go help somebody with work. And I hate that, but I'm just one of those guys, even though I'm not working this weekend, he needs help. So I love y'all. I'll be in Discord. I'll